welcome back to the Awesome Goalkeeper. This is the only bit of live commentary that I'm going to be doing in this video, except the Champions League final potentially. I'm not 100% sure, it depends when I get to it. But I'm doing a rebuild for FC Erzgebirge, or I've made a few signings without recording them. I'm halfway through the first season, but I thought I might as well start recording it and make a YouTube video out of it. So here are the signings I've made for gear. Danish centre forward, Danish striker from Stuttgart. I got him because of his release clause. This is an actual real life player for the team from Montenegro. He starts at 64 rated. He's now 67 and he's only 20 years old, so hopefully he will grow with the team permanently. Same with Kuhn, he's 22 from Germany. He originally came with the team. He's now 72 rated. He's going quite nicely. Piero, Argentinian centre mid. I got him from Middlesbrough. Lovric, I got him from Lugano from the Swiss Super League. He is from Slovenia. This is Zielinski. He's like 29, I think. Yeah, 29. He's an original player from Germany. And I'm going to be replacing him at the start of next year or the year after. Cruz, I've signed from Tigres. 5 and a bit mil. Literally just signed him today. Claret, again, another signing. A lot of these players are signings. He's another signing. You might have heard of him before. I can't remember whereabouts I got him from, to be honest with you. I think it was for Fortuna Dusseldorf or something like that. Now, Barilla is an OG real player. Same for Straub and same with Manel, our captain. On the bench, these are all original players that have just been benched due to the signings we've made. And the only signing on the reserves that we have is Pierre from Shrewsbury. He was in a swap deal, so for some reason Shrewsbury Cobin, they've signed 2 of my players, and I got him in return. So, looking at the table anyway, halfway through, we're first on the same points as second and third. It's just goal difference, in which we're only 3 goals off from being third. They do it differently in Germany, at least I think they do. Well, I know they do it differently, but I think this is the way they do it. First and second get promoted, then third for the 3 Liga, and then third from bottom in the Bundesliga 2 will have a playoff game. The winner of that is in the Bundesliga 2, the loser of that is in 3 Liga. So 2 teams could get promoted and 2 teams could get relegated in 1 year, or 3 promoted and 3 relegated. I think that's how it works. But there is a decent amount of teams, look. There is 20 teams like the Premier League, so we're just over halfway. So make sure to smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're excited for how this is going to go. This isn't going to be a series, this is just a one-off episode. We'll be winning the Champions League within about half an hour. And so yeah, smash a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when the next Forest episode, Doncaster Rovers episode, or just random rebuild comes out. And I'll see you all at the end of the season. So now on post commentary, and the goals that were scored, Lovric got 12, being our highest scorer at centre mid. Owasubu did do well. Martin Piero, though, 14 assists in 1 season. That is pretty decent, to be fair. Especially for a midfielder, you'd expect that to be going to a winger. And some of the growth that we've had has been pretty insane. +6 for Nicolas Kuhn. So, all credit to him. Manel hasn't even gone down in overall. Now, into the next season, I wanted to sign a new goalkeeper, and that's why I signed Hein, the Estonian shot stopper. And I also went in to sign Katabak at left back from Köln. And we also had a very good cam. Miroslav Nikov gets promoted into the first team. And in the Bundesliga 2, we are 11th. We're doing okay in Bundesliga 2, about where I expected it. A couple of our players are growing pretty nicely as well, or have grown pretty nicely. So, all credit to them for that. And Martin Piero goes really well, but it's actually David Cunha who goes up by all the overalls. And Piero with 10 assists, again being that great assisting playmaker that you sort of need in the midfield. And we've had, again, some very nice growth from a lot of our players. We then go into the next season and try to sign a new centre-back, and we're looking to sign it from Calgary, I think that is. So I'm trying to go a bit more multicultural, buying from loads of different leagues sort of thing. So I've had a few championship players. I'm looking to now buy some Italian players, sort of stuff like that, to sort of keep it wide, if you know what I mean. But we do bring him in, and we finish second, meaning we get automatic promotion spots along with Werder Bremen. And the growth in this season was very, very nice. And I would say we are good enough to compete in sort of mid-table of the Bundesliga, which is sort of where you'd be expecting a newly promoted team to go, fight relegation, getting those mid-table spots. Vergeer got quite a few goals. Pereira again top of the assist chain. 2 less than last season though, 3 less than the season before. So he's sort of going down, but we are getting better. Anyway, we do try and sign Nathan Ake from Manchester City, and for £61,000 a week, we bring in the experienced Dutchman, who you probably knew was in this episode anyway, due to the thumbnail. We also get Beltran in off the free agents, and we're also trying to get ourselves Quaisance. Yeah, Quaisance. He's playing for Venezia. Try to bring him into that midfield spot. That is sort of our weaker area, and I put him straight on the bench to let Piero and Lovric grow together. And you can see again the growth is pretty okay. In terms of goals now, Vergeer again, 21 goals in all competitions. That is pretty good. And David Cunha going really nicely himself, with top of the assist chain with 8. Piero coming in second. So it's the first time in about 3 years. Also, Katabak is leaving at the end of the year, and we finished 9th, which is sort of where I'd have expected us to finish out of the 18 teams. That is banging mid-table. Hector Bellerin has also gone to Arsenal, and Ghent and Genk want to sign our centre-back, which we accepted, and we want to sign Timothy Castagna from Tottenham Hotspur. As I said, we're trying to sign players from those different places. We also signed Pablo Felipe off the free agents. And now, here is some of our growth in terms of goals. 16 goals for Wahid Fagir. Piero back at the top of the assists with 6. And Kuhn, 79 rated now. Very impressive indeed. Quaisance 84 rated out on loan at AC Milan. Castagna and Ake's growing along with David Cunha. Lovric up by 1. Piero up by 1. Fagir up by 2. Beltran up by 2. I think that was Kuhn up by 1. We then go to sign another player from Stuttgart. We signed Fagir. We now want Gusto to get into that left wing back role, and that is who we sign. We then finished 10th the next season. A bit worse than the season before, however, it's getting a lot more competitive. I mean, look at that 87 rated winger, came out of our youth academy, which is very, very nice indeed. Nathan Ake stays the same. Lovric only goes up by 1. Kuhn goes up to 81, up by 2. We also signed Van der Velde from Borussia Dortmund to get as our new centre-back role, and we finish 5th spot. So that is very, very nice indeed. I think that's a Champions League spot. Anyway, we do grow pretty nicely. This is a very good team, to be fair, in terms of what we've built. In terms of goals, it's Fagir again at the top of that. I mean, it's sort of what you'd expect, being our best striker. Cunha with all the assists. We'll also upgrade our stadium to the Stadion Europa. I mean, look at the name to that anyway. And also, for 18 grand a week, we sign Anderson from Stade de Rennes. And we actually swap him for Nagy. I know that Nagy's slightly worse. However, one of my friend's surname's Nagy, and they're from Hungary, so I thought it'd be pretty cool to sort of have him as an adult on there. Thought that would be pretty epic. Anyway, we do bring him in on decent wage as well. Now we finished 3rd in the next season, guaranteed Champions League spots. Last year we were in the Europa League, in which we lost on penalties to Granada, who seemed to sign a lot of decent players in career mode. And this was our team then, after that season. Again, Cunha 91 rated, Van der Velde's going okay, so is Claret. Kuhn growing pretty nicely indeed, our original player who actually plays for this club in real life. one that I was definitely desperate to grow nicely. Beltran as well growing well. Pablo Felipe growing okay. But Van der Velde only up by 1 is a bit of a shame. We then push to try and sign a Leverkusen player, that being Verdejo, the new centre-back. About 84, 85 rated at this time of signing him. Right, so Thomas Grün has taken this team to the Champions League final. This is our team that we're going to go in with. So, in goal, youth player Nagy, who's from Hungary. We also got Van der Velde and Verdejo at the back, Castagna at right back, and Gusto at left back. Midfield, we've got Lovric, Croissants, and also Beltran at cam. We've got Kuhn, 85 rated, the original Kuhn as well, that stuck with us the whole way through. And Cunha, who came to our academy, pretty epic. I think he came to our academy, or I could have signed with the free agents, I cannot remember. And for Gear up top, who I signed in my first window. We do still have Piero, Clare, Sijaric, Nathan Ake. I'm going to put him on instead of Pablo Felipe, and hopefully give him a bit of a send-off as he is retiring at the end of this year. Kuhn is our captain. He is going to be the one that will be lifting the Champions League, hopefully, as we push on. It's at the Santiago Bernabeu, meaning that Barcelona should have a slightly bigger advantage with it being in Spain. Imagine being the Tifo at a Champions League final. That would be pretty epic, wouldn't it? Bruno Fernandes walks out FC Barcelona, and a team that's just been relegated to the 3rd tier, and on the most recent Saturday got smacked 6-0 by Darmstadt, to see them in the Champions League final in about 2030, 2031-ish is something that none of the fans would have expected when Thomas Grün took over. Anyway, this is our starting 11 that I've just shown. I'll be excited to see who Barcelona are actually lining up. Fernandes sticks out. I think that's Bernardo Silva. They used to hate each other at Manchester, and now they're together at Barcelona. Jadon Leach, I can only presume, is a youth player. Guerrero, Fatty's still there. Jesus on the bench. De Jong, Mason Mount for some reason is playing for them. Tomori, Koundé. They've got a lot of real life players. I'm interested though, let's just have a look. So Fatty, Verdia, Olkeys, he's a very good regen I presume. Silva, Mason Mount, absolute legend. De Jong, Fernandes. Fernandes is 84 and Guerrero is 73 rated at left back. That is the place that we want to be pushing down. Tomori 88, Koundé 89, Leach is 76, sorry. To Stegen's 86. This is a winnable game, I think. They've not got the greatest keeper in the world. They've not got the greatest wing-backs in the world. Going into this game, I thought that our wing-backs would be the issue. The midfield and attack is stacked for them, but they're not defensively the best. Into Leach, tackled by Gusto, and Cunha into Croissants. Gusto keeps running. I'm just going to hold up and get that ball into 91 rated Cunha, who can find Croissants, who can pass it across, and it was a poor pass. Barca haven't dealt with it, but they have now. That was a poor pass across goal from Croissants. Oh, I don't know what has happened there, but it's fallen into Beltran, and it's saved by ter Stegen, and Leach keeps it in play. Somehow that ball got through, and I do not know how. It's into Mount and Fati. Verdier tackled though, but Barcelona will push again. Mason Mount into Verdier, into Ansu Fati, tackled again by Van der Velde. He's been pretty solid so far. Plays it into Kuhn, who came with the club. Fake Rabona for Gear, Bicey, saved by ter Stegen. It wasn't on target, but he still went for it. Thomas Grün watching on. It's into Fagir. Can't win that head over. Dejo can't win it. Kuhn will bring it down and have a shot. It forced a good save from Ter Stegen. And one of our players is injured. Verdejo, I think it said on his back. That isn't good. The centre-back. I'm going to have to play Claret. Our 85 rated centre-back is injured. That is heartbreaking for him. It's our corner anyway, into Crescent. Beltran can't win that header. It falls back to Kuhn. I'm going to have a pop shot again. Blocked. It's into Bernardo Silva. And it's knocked out of play by Leach. Imagine waiting your whole life to get to this moment and you get injured a fifth of the way through. Like, that must suck. Cunha though, into Beltran. And it's blocked by Tomori. Crescents will get another ball in, and Vergeer again goes the bicycle kick. It doesn't reach him. Now it's 73 rated Guerrero, finds the pass to Ansu Fati. He flicks it back to him. Lovric, Mount forces the save out of Nagy. Castagna out wide to Cunha, the best player for us, and he's dribbling through. Gets that ball into Lovric. Leach in the way. Verdier gets it to Fernandez. The ref plays advantage. Fati. It's a great block by Claret, who's only on the pitch due to an injury. And it's into Crescents. Into Beltran. Who'll get it into Vergeer. And can he score? Vergeer scores into the back of the net. And we lead FC Barcelona at the Bernabeu. Vergeer with the goal. And that is massive. That is absolutely massive in terms of the way that this game can go on. What a finish. It's pretty epic, to be fair, that someone who's been with us since the first transfer window scores the first goal in the Champions League final. He was playing Liga 3 football with us. We signed him for £4 million off his release clause from Stuttgart. And we're going to play through again. Tomori there is able to shield off Vergeer. He's going to press Ter Stegen. Ake, last home game of the season. Or last, not home game, last game of the season. Last game, I don't know how I'm dribbling through these guys. Okay, I didn't even know how I did that because I wasn't really even concentrating. And it was more about just keeping the close control. But Vergeer scores to make it 2-0. We're 2-0 up against Barcelona. It was a bit of a, not as much of a reaction because I was having a bit of a chat. And I don't know how this worked. But we found it into him. And he's put that perfectly in the bottom corner. What a finish for Wahid Vergeer. I am going to make the substitution now, I think. I'm going to bring Crescents off, who's been good. And I'm going to bring Saric on. Look, Piero on, I think, actually. I'll save Saric for a little bit longer. Mount skips past, has a shot. Nagy with the save. It's Verdeer, though. Into Frankie de Jong. Back into Verdeer. Nagy with an incredible save. Again, Kuhn, I think he's got decent long shots. That's why I keep going for long shots with him. And when they're on target, they are hit sweetly. Jesus, though, knocks it back to Frankie de Jong. I'm going to use Gusto as I go out wide. Into Leach. Tackled by Gusto. It's only out for a throw-in as well. Into de Jong. But there is offside. Oh, he's not. The ref played advantage. I thought it was offside then. Thankfully, I didn't just switch off. And that was my fault because he was probably quite clearly onside. Lovric sees that run from Kuhn, who gets that ball. And I play it back to Kuhn, who has an open goal. I wanted Kuhn to score because he's an original player for the club. And he does get that goal. I'm going to make the substitution now to bring Saric on. And I'm going to take Claret off. I can't. Oh, because I had that extra substitute, didn't I? I'm going to give it to Siaric, to be fair, because he is the original player for us. And it was very nice. We just pass it across where it's an open net. I think it nutmegged the defender. Our number 10, who'll be lifting the Champions League in about 25 minutes' time. I could have gone alone, but I laid it off instead. Just behind Jules Koundé. And the inside of the left boot just hits it down the middle. That was a little bit too close for my liking. He finds Fekir, and he's through. He's one-on-one. Can he put it past Ter Stegen? He can, and it's just easy now. Barcelona do not have a good enough team for the Champions League final, and I didn't think I did. I think if I were to continue using this team, I could win the Champions League next year. I've got that sort of confidence in the way that this team's playing together. Blocked the first time, into De Jong, and Verdeer saved by Nagy. He's been an exceptional goalkeeper today. Siaric will find it out wide to Koundé, who's clearly fouled. Let's get this ball in then, shall we? I'm going to go about there. Run it in. Van der Velde can't win that header. And Ter Stegen will come and claim. Finds Sult, who gets that ball into Lovric, who scores. It's 5. It's probably the biggest hammering in the final that I've done. They've come out here and they've wanted to win. They've shown they wanted to win. The Barca attack is stacked, but their defence just isn't. And that's what's cost them. What a ball into Ansu Fati. Skips past Nagy with the save. Do a bit of time wasting, mate. Do a little Jordan Pickford. Claret will hoof it out as we are victorious. FC Erzgebirge, Champions League victors. And I will leave you with the celebrations. And I will see you all in a bit. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.